So how can I help you? Ah, there you are. I'd hoped that you'd come.
Be glad that I met Gorn. Otherwise, I'd never have found out that you were stuck in a cell. By the way, he's trying to get you out.
I know, with his axe. But all that'll do is plunge the entire city into chaos.
Do you want to stay in prison?
No. That's why I had hoped that you would come.
What do you want me to do?
Well, I'm being accused of having murdered Mermund, the Baron Renwick's right hand. Someone has to either prove that it wasn't me, or that Mermund is still alive. Gorn isn't the right one. He's a bit too rough. You, on the other hand, you might just manage it.
Fair enough. I'll have a look for Mermund then. Where should I start?
Give Winston a try first. He was there when I spoke to Mermund.
Who's Winston?
He's a soldier in the city guard. He is actually a nice guy. But I have this sneaking suspicion he's working with the rebels.
Do you know where I can find him?
He usually patrols the western fringes of the city. You should look there.
Good, I will.
Wait, I have something else for you.
What?
A kind of lockpick. It won't open any doors, but you can use it to open small crate and chest locks. Take it. It might come in handy.
Why are they accusing you of murdering Mermund?
Mermund was looking for me in the Cliff Tavern. He found out I was doing business with a number of people here and wanted to tax me to death. I refused. We argued. Then he disappeared without a trace. Renwick heard about our argument. Now he thinks I killed Mermund, but here is the important part. I did not.
Why did you refuse to pay taxes?
The business I do here in Argan keeps the people's spirits high. That's my contribution to the struggle against the Conqueror. And Renwick profits from that. So why should I pay him tax? After all, I'm a free man. Well, maybe I'm not exactly free at the moment.
Do you eat? I'll have you for breakfast.
Damn rain! They seem to like it up there.
Careful! Oh no!
Are you insane? Renting out your house to Beliar cultists?
Their gold gleams as much as ours.
If I catch you involved in shite like this again, I'm going to rat you out to your colleagues.
My laundry!
Welcome.
And it's getting worse and worse.
Any news? What's going on up there?
That was a real can of worms.
Oh, really?
I think that was a Beliar cult. Sick bastards. Not of this world.
It's worse than I feared. We must inform the guard immediately.
Not necessary. They can kiss their god right on the feet now.
Ha! Good work. Just thinking about having had them as neighbors. Here, your reward. You've sincerely earned it.
You mentioned something about shrines. You sell shrines?
Oh, but sure, I sell everything. Ogtar, for example, wants a magnificent shrine to Enos from Gotha, and an ornate shrine to Beliar from Bacarash. The good man doesn't know what to do with all his money.
Aren't you bringing the wrath of gods upon yourself by doing this?
I've studied the gods all my life, and I can tell you one thing. They're not bothered about little things.
You're a priest?
A scholar. I could tell you things about the gods that would have the priest's hair stand on end. Only ever interested in one side of the coin, that stubborn lot. They never want to hear the whole truth.
That's sacrilege.
Bah! I've been doing this for over 20 years. If the gods are wrathful about it, they're taking the bloody time doing something about it. Don't you want to hear a little forbidden knowledge about the gods, Fearful of the wrath of Enos?
I don't fear the gods. Tell me what you know about Enos.
You must have learned to love, honor, and fear the sun god as a child, am I right? Fire, light, order. The embodiment of all that is good in the world, isn't it?
Right.
Wrong! Enos is no friend of mankind. Without his brothers, he would bring absolute order to the world. Rigid, smoldering, merciless. Freedom is anathema to Enos.
Are you seriously trying to tell me that bringing order to the world is bad?
King Robar brings order to the world. He wants to unite all of the warring kingdoms for all our sakes. The price of freedom is war.
Let's change the subject. What about Beliar? Don't tell me his true goals are love and peace.
No, but he's not as terrible as the Enos priest would have us believe.
Oh, so it's just a misunderstanding and he really only wants what's best for us.
No. Beliar wants to annihilate us all. He is an enemy of man through and through. But he also represents freedom, self-confidence, independence, and ambition. They didn't tell you that in the temple?
What about the storms, lightning and shadow?
A little rain never did anyone any harm. And how would you sleep at night without darkness?
I don't know. Let's talk about something different. I'd like to hear what you know about Adonis.
Oh, the third of the brothers. An interesting case. No shrines, only a small number of followers. And yet, he's the most important god.
The most important god? That's Enos.
No, Enos only has the most followers. But to Adonis, We owe our survival.
He created us. I've never heard of that.
No, he didn't. Not quite. But he certainly prevented us from being destroyed in the midst of his brother's feud. Adanos represents balance, the middle. Everything you see in the entire world is with Adanos' sphere. Here, he keeps his brothers in check.
So, he's the truly good god.
Well, as far as I can tell, he likes mankind well enough, but he hardly gets involved. Except to wipe out entire civilizations.
Now I'm confused.
Well, if balance needs to be restored, Adanos can really make a scene. So no. In my opinion, there are no good or bad gods. They're gods. They just are.
Enough. Time to change the subject.